Hi there, I'm Thomas, and this video here I'm going to show you how to utilize the custom fields in CxPlanner. We're going to look at how to create one single custom field and also how to provide extra advanced options. That means like binding different fields together. Let's go for it. So on this project here, we are in the constellation tasks, and we will now dive into the project settings. So all the way down here, going into the settings here, we will now dive into the option called task options and scrolling down, because down here you have the custom fields. So that's where we're going to like create the different fields that we need to work on. Let's start out with a simple input box. So it is getting created, and we're going to call that simple input. So right now we have an input field where we're using input text. That's it. See, then we can also input like it should be a number field or checkbox or drop down. For now, this is just like purely inputting data. But you see, we've got this advanced settings here that allows us for a couple of extra options. The first one is that we can make this required. That means when users are creating new tasks, they must fill out this this custom field here. Otherwise, it's not possible to create new tasks. Then the second one, that's a default value. If no value has been added, then this here would be inserted instead. And then the bottom one, that is show only when, and that is where we can like bind different fields together. I'll show that in a second here. But let's keep that simple input. We're going to make it required. Then we're going to create a drop down. That drop down is a select box. And you see, we also got the advanced options here. But for now, we're going to add two new items here. So it's going to be option A, option B. That means now users can select those two options here. And we can say like the default value should be, I'm going to do a quick refresh on that one. The default value should be option B, option A. That means now we'll start to have like selected option A when it's been shown. Then the last one we can go with, that could be another input box here. That input box down here, let's call it input binded, because this one is getting a bit more special and advanced, because now we're going to say show only when. Then we're going to select the drop down. It's this one up here, this drop down, selecting that. And then we can say, okay, this should only be shown when the user selects option B, like that. So now we have three custom fields. The top one here, required, that means it must be filled out. The second one is just a drop down, but it has a standard option, a default value as option A. And then at the bottom here, we have another input field, but that input field is only shown when the drop down has selected option B. So let's give it a go. I'll go to the process assessment and tasks here. Within this view, we're going to create new item. We have our normal task interface. I'll name this test. Then down here, you see we have the custom fields. We only see two of them for now here. But let's start with that. Simple input, and it has this little asterisk. That means it is required. So you see, we cannot just say we must provide a value. So value test. The dropdown has defaulted to selecting option A, as we also said. Something like that. You see the values here. We're going to add another one. So, and input. Then down here in the drop down, I'm going to change that one. So we can change it to nothing. There's just an empty one. Back to A, or we can also select option B. Selecting option B will then resolve or render the last custom field, the input binded. So this field here is binded to the drop down. So if we change this value again, you see it disappears. That's how you can define or make, like, if it's an IFI or stuff like that, well, then additional fields should be shown to the user. So let's try to find it and save that one. Then up here, you see now all 3 values is present. That's the concept of the custom fields with the advanced option on top. Have a good one.